people, a lot is really going in the political zone. Another video of Bola Tinubu have finally come out again. They have finally showcased on media. These people have been hiding a lot from Nigerians. They don't want Nigerians to know the truth about what is happening in the country. But the more they are hiding it, the more the videos are showcasing on media. At times they will order the video to be deleted immediately on media. But this particular video is a video that they wanted to stop from coming to the limelight, because the moment this video came out in the early hour of today, Bola Tinubu's wife shed tears, because this is secret videos that they don't want Nigerians to know. They don't want Nigerians to see this video before the tribunal pass its judgment. But this video are finally showcased on media. So I would like guys to stay connected to the end of this video, because I'm going to be showing you the full video of what they exposed in this very video. If you can share this video, ensure you share it. Let it go to different social media platforms. And if you can share it, like it, give it a thumb up, so that YouTube will recommend it for us. Let's stay connected. Going back again.
Welcome you back to LAJUPOG Watch TV.
I don't have bad news for you today.
The home of religious gossip.
But you should leave the fight for Mohammed.
What is happening in the Christendom? Join now to make sense with LAJUPOG.
Hello my great and wonderful viewers, welcome back to LAJUPOG Watch TV. For those of you coming across this channel for the very first time, ensure you click the red subscription button appearing on your video screen, and don't forget to click the notification bell icon, so that whenever we drop a new video in few hours time, YouTube will easily let you know. You won't miss out on our updates. You know, since when they conducted the election, even before the election, I'll be giving you back-to-back updates regarding what is happening in the political zone, what is happening in Nigerian politics, and what transpired in course of the election. The videos of voters intimidation, voter suppression, voters bullying, and underage voting that showcased on media during the election, I posted everything on the channel, and a lot of people fell in love with it. So I posted a lot of things that happened in the course of the election, where talks were telling people to go back to their houses. If they're not voting for APC, they should go back to their houses. If they know they're voting for Peter Obi, they should not bother to come out to vote, and all of that. How everything happened in Lagos and some other regions in Nigeria. I posted everything on this channel. You know, it's always my pleasure to bring to you what is happening in the political zone. That's my business. What I have for you today is still what is happening in the political zone. A video I finally showcased on media. There is a video that they don't want any Nigerians to see. These people have been hiding a lot of secrets. These people that we call government, they be hiding a lot of secrets for Nigeria. They intentionally put Nigerians into total darkness where they will not see what is going on. And by so doing, they are manipulating a lot of things, and they are stealing a lot of things from Nigeria. That is why a lot of Nigerians, they don't know they are right from their wrong. They don't know what they're supposed to do in the country and what they're not supposed to do. A lot of secrets have been hidden. You know, for the past videos, I've been bringing to you a lot of videos that these people did not want Nigerians to see. I've been bringing to media a lot of video evidences where these people did a lot of their shenanigans as far as Nigeria is concerned. You know, Obi have been in court since when they conducted the election, trying to reclaim his mandate and all of that, and the tribunal have been postponing the judgment. You know, I posted a video recently telling you that they have been sharing money in the tribunal. The judges in the tribunal have started receiving bribes and all of that, because a particular woman judge came out and he said he don't want anybody to come near her with their nonsense bribe, that she is contented with what she have. What she and her family have, they are okay with it. That the bribe, the money they're sharing to other judges, they should not carry it down to her table. That shows that is to tell you that they have started sharing money in the tribunal to the judges, just for the judgment to be perverted, just for the judges to pervert justice. These people are in the business again, but it won't be as usual. But the video I want to show you today, Obedient, I would like you guys to share this video. If you can share it to different social media platforms. Let it go viral before this video is deleted. They can come for the video and delete it and all of that. But before they delete it, let it go viral. Let it go into different social media platforms. Share it. And if you can share it, like it. Do well to like it. Give it a thumb up so that YouTube will recommend it for us. This video has finally come out, and when this video came out in the early hour of today, Bola Tinubu's wife is very, very sad. She was very, very sad because she checked the video, because Tinubu himself is no more checking the media again. You know, before the election, he said something. He said he's no more checking the media again, that they abuse hell out of him and all of that. So he have not been to media and he don't used to check the media. But the wife checked out this video and she shed tears in the early hour of today. So what is in the video? A lot of secrets were exposed in this video, which they don't want Nigerians to see. These people are really playing their games. So I would like you guys to stay connected to the end of this video. Don't rush. Don't go to anywhere. You will see a lot of things that these people are doing. Stay connected to the end of this video. It's not only Tinubu that is exposed alone. A lot of African leaders too are also exposed. Stay connected as I leave you to watch the video. I'm coming back again.
The crossing of Africans into Europe and other countries is exactly based on what I said, the mismanagement of our countries. Because we're not poor. We should be providing solutions. We're a typical example of how resourced we are. That's why you see other nations have left their countries to come and colonize us. We never went to colonize anyone. They came looking for our resources. So if people can leave their countries to come and colonize us here, it should be an evidence enough that we are resourced enough, and therefore we should use that resource for the benefit of Africans and not the other way around. There is a reluctance because to create a formidable thing like an African government, because everybody benefits from these little cocoons. You are called a president of Swaziland, prime minister or something. But your country is not bigger than Soweto. What is that? Then it means Soweto must be a country also. So, but because they benefit from that, they don't even want to engage in this discussion. Because it's an individuals who benefit from it. That's why there's no concrete plan to go into it, and there's no a single president that leads this discussion and put it firmly on the agenda of the AU. That the original thought of the AU as OAU, it was to establish, the founding fathers wanted to establish a solid government. And they got defeated in that discussion. But the intention has always been to create a solid government from its inception. That we should come together and be one. And something came out of it, and it never went back to what it was supposed to be. A government, a united government of Africa. And that's what we'll advocate for ourselves as the EFF. Africa Free Trade is a movement in the right direction. But the first thing we need to do, which the AU must firmly resolve, is to do away with the visa for Africans. There should not be a visa for Africans. The same way the Europeans have one visa, they travel everywhere, they are one thing. What they have, they don't want us to have it. There shouldn't be a visa in Africa. Free movement of people should be allowed, and there is no one who's going to leave Nigeria to come and settle here. It's not true, that thing. It's a myth. I mean, I come from a province called Limpopo. We don't need visa to go to Johannesburg, but people are still there in Limpopo. They've not left Limpopo to Johannesburg. So doing away with visa doesn't mean automatically people are going to leave their homes to where the economy is prospering. It's not true. Johannesburg, Gauteng is doing much better than Limpopo. But the people are not leaving Limpopo to Gauteng. So why would people leave Lagos to here? For what? It's their home. They will come here, look for what they are looking for, and take it back where they come from. We'll go to Lagos to do the same and come back home. We have a problem here of unemployment of South Africans who are told by the previous apartheid mentality and colonialism, brainwashed, that South Africa is superior, is better. They've got the best qualifications. They never go out of the country to go and look for jobs in other countries. Why? Why are they not going all out of Africa? We have nurses, we've got, now we're told doctors, we now have teachers, we have this. Africa is in need of that skill. You going to work anywhere in Africa, in Ghana, it doesn't mean you left your home. It's the same as me leaving Limpopo to come here. When the time permits, I go back home. So what is the problem? Let's go. They need to go. The continent, it's our home. We must all go there and become one thing. Once we do away with the visa, We are going to know each other. The reason why we are scared is because we don't know each other. We know each other through the lenses of our enemies. We don't know each other. So we must first know each other if we're going to build the government of Africa. So it's important that we engage in this thing. Free movement of people and goods, it will help us appreciate the existence of each other and bring us more closer for the unity of this continent. Well, African Union is it's a meeting of friends who don't even call each other to order. They can meet with a dictator who has just, killed his own people and then meet for the whole week and not even mention it. So we can't allow the African Union to continue to work the way it is working. We're talking here about SADC. We have a problem here in Zimbabwe. These members of SADC don't call the government of Zimbabwe to order because it's a group of brothers. That government is violating people there. It has just passed a law of gatherings and speeches and all of that. If they don't like you, you're having a political rally, they just send soldiers, they shoot at you and all of. No one in SADC has raised his voice to say, but what is this? So we cannot have these regional bodies and the continental body, including Pan-African Parliament, by the way, which are not biting on countries that are engaged in wrong activities. What is wrong with President Ramaphosa calling President Mnangagwa to order? It will be coming from a good place. They are all brothers, they are all Africans, they all speak, we assume, for the interest of Africans. So we can't have a situation where we've got regional bodies, continental bodies that become a meeting of elite without concrete solutions to the problems confronting the people of Africa. We have a problem in Mozambique. The problem is solved by sending soldiers. Where have you ever seen soldiers solving a problem? Soldiers don't solve a problem. The leadership must meet and discuss and come up with a binding decision. That's why we say we need one legislature, one military, one currency, one president, so that we know when we go into Mozambique, it's not an interference, it's us providing a solution to our own problems. So we are not happy with how these things are structured. Look, economic integration, trading partners, developmental concepts, we embrace all of that, but it doesn't mean we're ideologically naive. We're not ideologically naive, we're political. And therefore, if we were to trade with the USA or to trade with the UK, we trade from a perspective of knowing that we don't share the same ideologies. When you approach them, you know these ones are brutal. I must not sleep on the job. They are not friends. We are not born alone. We are born with people. That's what friends are for. And to have friends that are aligned with you ideologically is nothing wrong. It's not an old-fashioned thing. It's actually apolitical to want to approach politics without ideological orientation. From which ground do you move from? What informs your perspective as a person who is a political animal? It's important always to have our sharing ideological perspective with China. It doesn't mean you can't get a foreign direct investment from Norway or from UK or from Germany. No. You always relate with all countries. Foreign direct investment is more than welcome, but on our terms. Not on Germany's terms. No. We have been giving Germany a lot of money here in South Africa for assembling cars. Not for building cars, for assembling cars. Why is Germany not building those cars here and create jobs here? In South Africa, we have a problem of unemployment here. Germany will not have a problem. It needs leadership that is decisive, that is going to say, look, we are going to meet you halfway, but you have to meet us halfway. Assembling is not enough. Let's start it here and build it here. So, and Germany's investment under the EFF government is not threatened at all. The same as any other investment. But we are going to renegotiate the deals. And they must be to the interest of Africans. Botswana did it now, where the BS just wanted to change a diamond deal, and all of Botswana said it's not going to happen. You are going to trade here and do diamond here on our terms. Botswana screamed, DBS screamed, kicked, did all manner of things. If this thing is not signed by when we leave, they said you can go. But yeah, we are going to sign the deal on our terms. DBS went back and signed. So that's leadership. Investors want to know what is your position on this matter, so that they can navigate around it and see if they can still make profit out of it. They are not interested in you or in anything. They are interested in politics. That's why they mine blood diamond. They know people are being killed there. This diamond comes from where people are being killed. They still take it. Why do they want to behave like a holy cows and want to punish people for political ideas, yet they don't punish people who are killing each other for diamonds? They go there and still buy blood diamonds. So be clear, then they will come and invest. Even on the land question, we've got special development zones, economic zones here in South Africa, where multinational companies have invested a lot of money on the land they don't own. It's owned by the state. Special industrial zones, special economic zones in South Africa, where multinational companies have put billions of rands. They don't own that land. So what is the obsession with the ownership of the land? Why do you say when people own, when you state own the land, the multinational companies want to invest because there is no guarantee? No, you give them the guarantee that from this period to this period, this is yours, these are the benefits, these are the incentives, this is what is going to happen. Please invest here. They will invest. They have done it now under this government. Why do you say when people don't own the land, there won't be investment? There is a huge development that happened right in front of us. You said, one of you said, was here for 9 years. I think it's a dean of diplomatic corps. There's a huge development here in Midrand where there is Mall of Africa. That land, that big development you see there, that land is owned by an Indian family. When you buy property there are no transfer costs. No one owns. They are on a lease of 100 years, those people. Yet they still buy there. Black, white, Indians, everyone buys in a place where they don't own the land. A land is owned by an individual family. There's a huge mall invested there in the land they don't own. People are not looking for those things of ownership of the land. They just want a land tenure guarantee that from this period to this period, this is yours. They calculate, they say we'll make a profit, then that's fine. Let's go. That's how business works. Who said people fall in love with land? There's no one who falls in love with land. No one falls in love with diamond or gold. They fall in love with money. Anything that can give them money, they will go and invest in it. Socialism didn't work in Germany, and you're going to tell us how it failed. But go and also learn from China how socialism works, and it has succeeded in China.
Thank you for staying connected, my great and wonderful viewers. I believe you can really hear what MALEMA said. MALEMA is a public figure in South Africa, and this guy have been known to be saying the truth regarding the wrong thing that have been going on in Africa. It's not only limited to Nigeria. You know, in this very video, he hitted Bola Ahmed Tinubu so hard because that was the time that Tinubu was intending to wage war against Nigeria. So this guy came out and meant it not to the general public that they are saying they want to go and wage war against the coups that took over Nigeria. Coup taking over Nigeria is a bad thing, fine, but the democratic government that we're having, are they really performing? For someone to rig his way into the presidential seat of a particular country, is that not a democratic coup? Why are they not condemning that? Why is it that it's the ministerial coup that took over Nigeria that they're not condemning? Tinubu is now condemning it with other ECOWAS presidents and all of that, but they never condemn the one that they are doing, the democratic fraud that they are doing. They never call that a democratic coup. That was what MALEMA said, and he revealed a lot of secrets, how all these African leaders have been stealing from Africa, and the Africans are not even aware of it. How they have been stealing the mineral resources of Africa. Is the mineral resources in different countries, is it disappearing? Is it having wings? Is it not all this presidency that is taking everything off to Europe and America? MALEMA make mention of everything in this very video. You know, he made mention of the fact that Tinubu way to the presidency is not even pure. You know, it's normally known that a lot of things happen in the course of the election. With what Mama Yakubu did in the course of the election, INEC chairman, now I'm dating you back to what transpired in the course of the election. With the electoral malpractices and the promises that Mama Yakubu made, the INEC chairman, the promises that he made even in Chatham House about the free and fair of the election and how they are going to transmit the electoral result into a reporter through the device machine and all of that they failed totally on. Why is it that after the failure of the election, Tinubu still called the election a free and fair election because it favors him? Why is it that Tinubu cannot arrest Mama Yakubu? Tinubu did not arrest Mama Yakubu, did not prosecute Mama Yakubu, did not lay a single figure on Mama Yakubu, but they can arrest Bawa of EFCC, they can arrest Emefiele. Yes, it is fine they arrest them due to the things that they did, the fraud they committed and all of that. Yes, the allegations against them really want them to be arrested. Likewise, Mama Yakubu. Why is it that Tinubu cannot arrest Mama Yakubu based on the shenanigans that Mama did in course of the election, how they manipulated the electoral thing? All eyes on Bola Ahmed Tinubu. If Tinubu can arrest Mama Yakubu, that is when they will be able to clap for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now it even comes to notice that the all eyes on judiciary billboard that they posted in Abuja recently, Obedient went far to the extent that they posted a lot of billboards in Abuja because they know that the tribunal judgment is at the corner and they want the judges to make the right justice. No, they want justice to be made. They don't want justice to be perverted. So they go as far of posting billboards in different regions in Abuja where a lot of people will see it with the team all eyes on the judiciary. But it gets to a point where some government official went there, they began to remove the billboard all eyes on the judiciary. They said that billboard sounds as a bullying to the judges and all of that. So what is your take on that, Obedient? Do you really think it's really right for them to remove the billboard that Obedient posted on the street of Abuja? Do you really think these government people are really doing well? Do you really think the judiciary are not going to provide justice because the tribunal judgment is already at the corner? So MALEMA made mention of all these things. A lot of things have been stolen from Africa. A lot of integrity, even our democracy, are already stolen. Tinubu is claiming that he wants to go and restore democracy in Niger and all of that, whereas his own country is not even having democracy. Is it really democracy that we're practicing in Nigeria? The full definition of democracy is the government of the people, by the people, for the people, by Abraham Lincoln. But Nigerian government is claiming democracy, whereas they are not practicing the democracy. They are just using the name democracy to practice their own crazy. Their own is not democracy. What Nigeria is practicing at the moment is not democracy, because this country, you don't have a freedom of expression, and as far as the rule of law is concerned, freedom of speech is part of the fundamental human rights. But Nigerian, there is no freedom of speech. If you should talk about the government too much, they will bundle you and all of that, and nobody will hear from you again. And all those shenanigans taking place in Nigeria, and they call the government a democratic government. Where on earth is it a democratic government? With the old mineral resources we have in the country, and nothing we are benefiting from. We are not benefiting from any of the mineral resources, the petroleum, the gold, the everything. We are not benefiting from it. Even the petroleum that we own ourselves, we are buying it at the rate of 600, 700 and all of that, which is not supposed to be so. Even if they are going to remove subsidy at all, the fuel price is not supposed to hike up to the level even of 500 or 600. It's not supposed to be more than 200 naira per liter because we own these things and there is our own mineral resources in our country. But yet, with the scarcity of the petroleum and all of that, our leaders are still sending it out to different regions of the world, sending it and collecting money. All they are after is the money. They are not after the well-being of the people in the country. Maybe they are really saying petroleum to use and all of that. Drop your opinion in the comment section of this video below. As I'm going on there to get nothing for you. Ensure you follow me on all my social media handles on Facebook at LAJUPOG Watch TV and at LAJUPOG Entertainment on Instagram at LAJUPOG. Guess what, guys? See you in my next video. Bye.
I see the hot for my body, I say make I yarn you. Religious gossip plenty day for body, day for you. Pastor where the line on top, be pastor. For LAJUPOG Watch TV. Pastor where the back, where politician where they do pass me, say for leader. All the while you waiting for church.